What's up, everyone? So we are not live yet on the radio because the game is still going. We might not get live on the radio, but we decided to go live anyway here on online because the game is going into overtime. And this is the first SEC championship game ever to go into overtime, I believe.
Interesting.
Potentially, yeah.
I think it is.
What? Yeah, Tua when he came in was the
that was the
right?
national title.
Oh yeah,
that was the national championship. Same building. Two SEC teams, but there was a different logo in the middle of the field for a different trophy.
Same logo two SEC teams are going to be playing on this year. I'm just kidding, probably not. But it would be really funny with all the Twitter talk about how the SEC sucks.
I do not. Someone asked if we knew the status of Lamont Butler. Officially, I do not, but I have not heard that he is out. I have not heard anything about that being the case. Just so you know,
that man is way too crazy to not be playing this game.
Yeah,
he's gonna take that cortisone shot straight to the ankle, and he'll be out there. He'll be all right.
So we're going into overtime in the SEC. What do you think about this? This is a wild game, isn't it?
This game has been awesome.
It has been a really
absolutely
good game.
Awesome. I mean, I feel like you would trust Quinn Ewers over Gunnar Stockton, and in this kind of situation, or Arch Manning. Just kidding. Never mind.
There was no sight of Lamont Butler at the shoot around.
Well, that's a problem.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Great. Lamont Butler did not warm up with the team this afternoon. So there's that. I do not know anybody in Seattle or to ask. But it does sound like there is a chance we might not have Lamont Butler tonight. Whoa. Jeez. Ewers is playing with some fire. I'll give you that. Can you find anything out there about Lamont? I can't see.
I'm just seeing that he didn't warm up.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not out for official pregame warmups, right?
No.
When is that the Pope interview in the pregame?
What a catch. Soon. Soon.
It's like an hour and a half. Hour and a half.
I think he goes in the first.
It's early.
In that show, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
But that show doesn't start till like 8:30, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
We might not get much of a watch along today. Or sorry, not much of a pregame show. We'll talk about it here. We'll talk about it here. It's fine because we can go against the UK radio show on live stream. We just can't do it on ESPN radio. So if we might stay here for that. We'll just see how that goes.
How did he catch
someone says, if the Cats win, do we still move down a spot or two in the poll or just stay? I'd say probably we'd stay within 4 to 5. I mean, I don't think anything's happened that would make
I agree.
They'd probably drop a couple just because teams behind us didn't lose.
Yeah.
Like Marquette won a top 5 game, and they won. They beat
Marquette will probably jump us.
Marquette beat 6 and 11 this week, so they're definitely jumping us.
But Kansas lost ahead of us.
Yeah.
Tennessee won, and then who else lost?
Auburn lost. But to Duke.
Yeah. So 1, 2, and 4 all lost. Whoa, good D. So 1, 2, and 4 lost. Marquette will probably move to 2. Tennessee will probably move to 1.
Yep.
Kansas will probably be 3. Auburn 4. Kentucky would probably be 4 or 5 if they win.
Purdue lost again this week, right?
Yeah, Purdue got. You got a fuzzy hanging out of your beard, by the way. There you go.
Good. I like fuzzies.
Yeah. I would say that Kentucky's going to would be somewhere in that vicinity. 5-7, I'd say. Oh, nope. Well, they're trying, aren't they, to score that touchdown?
I'm pretty sure Texas's offensive game plan since about halftime has been
throw it up and pray.
How far can we throw this ball and hope and pray they moss somebody?
Yeah, Malachi is a little hard to throw against, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick on that guy.
Tonight starts the crazy season because the portal will just start to go nuts starting tonight.
It opens
tomorrow.
It opens Monday officially.
Officially, yes, but I'm talking about guys declaring it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, tomorrow is a full overhaul of
all right.
every roster.
So we got a timeout. What do you think about the game tonight?
Don't love it. I'm not. I mean, without Lamont, things get difficult. Essentially, everything they do offensively, at least, runs through Ryan Nembhard. He's been there for about 17 years. He's been running this offense since he was a little kid. I think he was practicing it in his backyard. He's a really good point guard, super athletic, and my key to the game was going to be Lamont keeping him out of the paint, keeping him, because you got to guard him one-on-one. He averages over 10 assists a game, probably the best passer in college basketball. My idea was you got to guard him one-on-one and stick to everybody else. Let him do him, kind of like they did with Flag. But without Lamont, I don't think I want Kirk Kriisa doing that. So I don't I don't really know what the game plan is on offense at this point.
How crazy would it be if Travis Perry came in and just absolutely balled out, though?
He's certainly playing if Lamont doesn't.
Would love to see that.
All right, 3rd and 10. You're going nowhere.
They are petrified.
Georgia is playing. Georgia, you can tell Georgia's defense heard a lot of shit this week about
Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
That play was get me on the right side of the field for this field goal. Oh, if he hit the drag 5, that's a touchdown.
All right. 3-point game.
When the coaches start putting their hands up and shaking their head and stuff, that's how you know they're out of gas. They've got nothing left. Oh, he looks like somebody's going to drive me crazy.
All right, so here's what's going to happen. If the game, if the game's not, I just got it. So if the game's not over by 7:10,
it's past 7:10.
8:10.
7:10. 7:10 Central Time.
Okay.
Sorry. We're not going to go live.
Okay.
All right.
So Georgia touchdown here.
All right. So let's just throw a touchdown right here.
That'd be dope.
Throw a touchdown right here, or run for a touchdown right here, and there you go. Game over. What? That is a very big man right there, being very agile.
You want to watch an NFL tight end? Watch Georgia play football. They have all of them. I mean, Brock Bowers is going to be first team All-Pro this season as a rookie in the NFL.
All right.
What happened to Dominic Lovett?
He's right there.
I know, but he was amazing at Missouri. And now he doesn't do any of the things he did at Missouri. He was super explosive, great deep threat, super fast. And now he doesn't do any of those things.
Slipped.
Oh,
What a
Mm.
play.
Good
What a
design.
play. What a play.
The Bobo that caught the fake punt snap, we really tried to get that kid, the center. But his Mike, the Georgia OC, was at Auburn at the time. So stupid dad won the recruitment. How dare he?
Whoa! If he'd have cut
forward there,
if he'd have cut it, gotten around him, he'd had a shot.
Oh!
What a hit!
Dang.
I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think that's a
Uh-uh.
penalty though. What
Dang.
a hit!
He has to come out.
Let's see. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
That's gonna be targeting.
Yeah. Dang.
That he's gonna have to come out of the game.
Yeah. That blows.
I think that's targeting because that's forcible to the head and neck area with launch. It looks like he gets knocked out cold there, doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah,
like he went
he
out.
like his head flops.
I mean, if that's not targeting, like, what did they put the rule of targeting in for if that's not it?
He's not a defenseless
It's
runner,
not.
though. He's not a defenseless runner, though. That's the thing. That's going to be close. He wasn't a defenseless runner, and he lowered his head. So no, it's not.
That's never mattered in the history of college football. Are you kidding me?
Oh man.
He can't even move his arm.
No.
He dislocated, dislocated his arm or broke his arm or something.
If he throws a pass here, I'm gonna laugh.
I mean, this is Matthew Stafford.
You
right
imagine
now.
if he's walking out like this, faking it though, and then he goes back and throws a pass for a touchdown.
Shovel pass with the left hand.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now he can move his arms.
Game
And they
over.
still got it.
SEC champions, Georgia Bulldogs.
What a game. I mean, that's one of the best games, if not the best game of the season. Just something about Georgia, man. They never go away.
All right,
No.
we're gonna take 2 seconds. We're gonna fire this off, and we're gonna get going here in just a second. I think. I gotta get he's got a call, but I think we're ready to go if he calls. Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a break real quick here, and we're gonna go live on radio, and we'll be right back. But what a finish to the SEC title game.
Big Blue Nation. Big Blue Nation. Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. You've arrived at the ultimate destination for Kentucky basketball game day. This is the Bleed Blue Kentucky basketball pregame show.
What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Welcome to another Kentucky basketball game day. I am Paul, joined by Kendall.
Did you almost combine our names?
Shockingly. No, I was going to say something really smart, and then I just decided to realize I was on radio, and I couldn't. Also, Jaden, we are doing an abbreviated pregame show here on 102.7 The Game. We were live on on the multicast screen with the end of the SEC championship game. Absolutely crazy game. Georgia comes back and wins the SEC title in overtime. It was 19-16, right? I think it was the final score, right?
22-19.
22-19. In overtime, Carson Beck gets injured, has to come out. Georgia plays a backup quarterback in the second half. The backup quarterback gets his bell rung. Basically, the play before Carson Beck comes in, can't even really hold his arm up, and ETN scores the touchdown on the next play, and Georgia wins the title. Georgia will now be one of the top 4 seeds in the college football playoff. Texas, you would assume, will host a playoff game. And we're getting really close to the field being set. So, guys, welcome. It's short. It's a late night for Kentucky basketball. Kentucky trying to rebound from a loss at Clemson. This would be another kind of statement win for Mark Pope and this Kentucky team. But they might have to do it shorthanded because the status of Lamont Butler seems to be very much in doubt right now. And we don't know if he's going to play.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I mean, everything we've seen so far is he hasn't participated in anything with the team leading up to this. They haven't gotten to the official warm-up yet, so I guess we'll find out better there. But no sign of Lamont Butler from reports in Seattle.
It was not a part of the pregame shoot-around, pregame warm-ups. Nothing official. I do want to say that. Some people are saying around it are saying that he's going to give it a go. Some people are saying it sounds like he might be out. I think we're probably not going to know until closer to game time.
Yeah, I think Pope would like to keep that a secret as long as he possibly can. As long as he's allowed to, which is probably tip-off, if I had to guess. So
if he can't go, do you think that Kentucky's chance? Do you dislike Kentucky's chances, or do you still think Kentucky's got a shot in the game?
I originally came into this week thinking we would win one of 2 of Clemson or Gonzaga. Now, this really, I think, hurts our chances a lot. But I think it'll kind of depend on that first few, 5 to 10 minutes of the game to really see what we're going to get.
The biggest,
without him.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you don't know what you're going to get on the back end a little bit more. You kind of know what you're going to get with Kerr. Look, Kerr could also have a night where he kind of just isn't Kerr is feast or famine.
Yeah,
he is a feast or famine player.
If we just get Arizona Kerr or West Virginia Kerr, then things could be okay still.
Right.
But what we've seen so far here this year,
Kerr is going to have one game where he goes off.
Exactly.
It could be this game. It might not be
this game.
It might not be this game, but it could be. The question is behind him. It sounds like Travis Perry would play. This is a hell of a game if Travis Perry gets his first real action in a real big game, basically on the road. I know it's a neutral site game, but it's in Seattle, right? It's in the home state of Washington for Gonzaga, so you think it's going to be a very, very heavy Gonzaga crowd. But that's what guys like that come here for.
I mean, yeah, it's a big game. Obviously, Gonzaga's won the first 2 games of this series, so it would be nice just to get a win over them. Since we haven't the last 2 games, it'd be nice to win this long series that they've put together. But going to Seattle shorthanded after a week of travel is not the kind of things that you look for on paper. It's not a good trend, not good signs.
Oh, Mark Pope seemed like he was very confident in his press conference talking about Travis Perry. You would think he has a backup plan there if he has to go to the backup plan. Do you think that it's Otega Owe running a point position? Do you think it's Jackson Robinson? What do you think happens in the worst case scenario?
I think it's Jackson, just because he has so much patience in the pick and roll, and he's the guy that he's played with Pope for multiple years. He probably knows 1 through 5 better than the 1 through 5 we have on the team, if I had to guess. So I would trust him with the ball in his hands most, trying to facilitate the offense, even though he's not a natural point guard. If they have to go away from Kerr or Perry for some reason, I would think that Jackson would get the first look as the non-traditional point guard option. What do y'all think?
I tend to agree. They might just go with no traditional 1 as well. They might just kind of run it. But I think that would be very, 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 very much like the break glass in case of emergency situation, because it really sounds like Travis Perry is going to play if that. I know that's going to excite a lot of Kentucky fans
for sure. I mean, coming from home, I'm sure a lot of people maybe weren't planning on turning on the game tonight, considering it's so late. But if he steps out on the court to play a significant amount, they for sure will be.
Travis Perry, excuse me. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of Heisman talk on Twitter today. Travis Perry over under 7.5 minutes.
Over. I agree for sure. I'm excited.
Is that are we assuming Lamont doesn't play then? Is it still over 7.5 if Lamont plays? Becomes much tougher all of a sudden.
No, I don't even know if he plays then.
Yeah.
I think Lamont would have to be probably under 10 minutes for that. And then Kerr would have to have some fouls.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm interested in is the foul trouble. It seems like in some of these bigger games, some of these more physical games, they found a way to get in foul trouble. Whether that's deservedly or not is, up for debate sometimes. But, they've definitely struggled, especially in the front court. They've struggled in some of the bigger games staying out of foul trouble. So I'm interested to see how they're able to handle that.
Tonight in the football realm, we've got the ACC and the Big Championship, the Big Ten Championship. The Big Ten Championship just kicked off, and you guys got
a big kicker.
Yeah, he was,
if anyone saw the Penn State kicker,
he was husky.
Big guy.
Who do you got in this in each of these?
Oregon and Clemson.
I think I'm going to agree. I just think the Oregon offense is going to be too much.
I've got Oregon and I've got SMU. I don't think I don't like Clemson. I don't like Clemson at all.
I don't either. But think about how much more fun it will be tomorrow on the show, the playoff show, if SMU loses, and they have to tell me Bama is better than SMU and put Twitter into a frenzy, and I'm going to love it. It's going to be so funny.
That would be the thing that I think would be. Yeah,
a Clemson win is a Bama versus SMU
battle. Listen. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, everybody can talk about this and all you want. I don't know how you put a 3-loss Bama team in over 2-loss teams. I mean, you can say what you want about Miami. Bama might be a better team, but at the same time, I don't think I think that loss has to matter. Like, it has to matter in these situations.
Well, now you know what game we have to play. What record would Bama have with SMU's schedule?
With SMU, well, I mean, you can't play that game either. I mean, Bama
totally can't.
But here's the thing about Alabama, right? Alabama has also not looked amazing at times. Like, if you kind of look at me and say all right, Alabama and Miami have both played like they're the best team in the country and both played like they're not very good at all. Like they've done it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They both have deficiencies on the defensive side of the ball. I think Miami has less on offense, but Alabama's lost 3 games. Alabama's lost to 6-6 Vanderbilt and 6-6 Oklahoma and got boat raced by 6-6 Oklahoma.
I'm just telling you.
And Miami's lost to 9-3, Syracuse, who's a top 25 team. On the road by 4?
I mean,
then they lost to Georgia Tech, did they win 8?
Who are we talking about here?
Miami.
Oh,
I'm saying if SMU wins. If SMU loses, Miami's out, period.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's out no matter what.
I'm just telling you the argument. Like that, I feel like the loss has to matter.
The playoff committee has already told you that Bama is over Miami no matter what happens. So.
Which I don't understand.
Right.
Like, if you want to not say that you have a bias and all this other stuff, like if they were both 10-2, 100% agree. 100% agree. But one's 10-2 and one's 9-3. I don't think the 9-3 should get in. But they're going to do it for the ratings because that 9-3 is going to end up going to like freaking Ohio State. You imagine Ohio State hosting Alabama in the first round of the playoffs, what that's going to be like.
That's exactly what they want. Yeah.
Awesome.
It'd be absolute mayhem.
Yeah. That's the point.
It's going to be awesome.
I think Ohio State would beat them to a pulp Unless
there's a decent chance.
Well,
if
but
it was
see.
Nick
it'll be fun.
Saban, anyway,
We'll
we don't
see.
have a ton of we don't have a ton of time to talk a whole lot of just nonsense.
Football.
Unfortunately, on this pregame
Lamont
show.
Lamont has made me not very excited to talk about basketball. I think I'm stalling.
We had a lot to talk about, but look, the SEC title went to overtime for the first time ever. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. It'll be the last segment, and we'll talk a little bit more here. Clemson, I think, just got a strip sack and got the ball, so that's a good way for us and you to start. We'll be right back on the Blue Basketball pregame show.
Give them what they really want. The gift of blockbuster movies with gift cards from Malco Theaters. Malco gift cards and our new gourmet popcorn are the perfect gifts for making memories this holiday season. Shop online at malco.com or in the app. Happy holidays from Malco Theaters.
Today, we honor the heroes of Pearl Harbor. On December 7th, 1941, courage and sacrifice defined a generation. Let us never forget those who gave their all in defense of our freedom. This message is proudly brought to you by AmVets Host 75.
Step outside this Sunday and join the community at the Brunch Bunch, live from the lot on 4th Street. Indulge in the mouthwatering delights of the Lure food truck, offering a fusion of flavors that will kickstart your taste buds. Don't miss the Fusion Sports Show, featuring the latest in college and NFL action. Plus, stay tuned for exciting local events. It's all happening with your hosts, Vic and Tatum, every Sunday at 11. Be part of the fun. Be part of the Brunch Bunch.
Hey, Chris, can you fix my leak?
Yes, we can. Hi, I'm Chris Estes, owner of Above All Roofing and Seamless Gutters. From your windows leaking air to installing new energy-efficient windows, we can do it. 313-4275. Gutters leaking, past few rain? Get new 5 or 6 inch gutters with guards. You have a roof leak? We can install a premium roof on your house or business. We have an affordable solution for all your leaks. 270-313-4275.
Jump into the ride of your life at Bluegrass Auto Visions. They transform your car dreams into reality. From oil changes to custom builds, they've got it all. Bluegrass Auto Visions, now open at 1865 Old Calhoun Road, right by the old golf land. You can also check them out on Facebook. Bluegrass Auto Visions offers general repairs, lighting, engine swaps, flip kits, detailing, and more. And they're a licensed rough country dealer. Call 270-316-2648 to amplify your auto vision. Bluegrass Auto Visions, igniting your auto dreams.
At Moonlight Barbecue, our wood-fired pits are hand-stoked with hickory, giving our meats the rich, deep flavor you can't find any other way. Sides that will make you recall the holidays and meringue pies and banana puddings made in-house daily. Come on down to Moonlight Barbecue, where great food is still made the old-fashioned way, with passion, pride, and a whole lot of love. No AI, no digital tablets on your table, no shortcuts. Just the human touch with over 80 skilled folks working together to craft your meal.
Moonlight Barbecue on West Parish Avenue in Owensboro.
Welcome back to the Blue Kentucky Basketball pregame show here on 102.7 The Game, also streaming live on all of our social medias.
No matter your mascot.
What in the world?
No matter what color you bleed, purple, blue, red, Sports Country is ready for basketball season. There's always excitement in the air leading up to the madness in March. Sports Country is loaded with sports memorabilia, apparel, t-shirts, hats, cards, and more. Team decals for UK, KWC, Western, and Louisville. Sports Country, 317 Park Plaza Drive, behind Shammy's Car Wash, Owensboro's #1 sports fan store.
All right, we're back. I don't understand. Like, I hit the button, sometimes it works. I hit the button, sometimes it doesn't work. It's
the day.
It's just, anyway, it's fine. For those of you that were watching on the live stream and heard us going, oh my gosh, that was filthy. Oregon threw an out pass to their tight end, and the guy literally just leaped the defender into and landed on his feet into the end zone. Unbelievable. Like, that was straight filthy.
Potentially the play of the year.
Yeah. Like that was a da-na-na like moment. Like that was insane. All right. Guys, we have about 6.5 minutes left of the pregame show. So yeah, it's super short. Still nothing on Lamont Butler. I keep looking. I do not see anything still. But still nothing. Okay. Jaden, give us your keys to the game, score, and your MVP.
I think my key to the game is going to be, I'm going to have two of them. It's going to be keep Ryan Nembhard out of the paint as much as possible. They have great assist to turnover ratio. Their assist numbers are all amazing.
And give Lamont Butler a new ankle.
Yes, yeah. Lamont Butler's ankle is going to be huge. But the only person that averages over 1.6 assists on the entire team is Ryan Nembhard. So it is a great assist team, but it's actually just Ryan Nembhard is a great assist. Keep him out of the paint. Don't let him dish. Don't help off when he has the ball. And then Amari Williams has to be great because they get blocked a lot. They're in the 240s and getting blocked, and they're in the 240s and blocks. They average under 3 a game. Amari Williams needs to be big.
Well, the other part about that too, right? Like they basically are Clemson, but better in how they attack the paint.
They just don't have the bigs on the defensive end.
Who? Clemson?
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga, yeah. But how they play through the post, right?
Yeah.
So, but here's the piece of that. The piece of that I
double reverse pass for SMU.
As a terrible throw. The thing about that though that I like is Kentucky in the second half really seemed to settle down. It seemed to figure some stuff out. So hopefully they figure that out. Kendall, what about you?
I think we need to play kind of how we play in the second half of our games in the first half because
that's a very astute point.
She's correct.
Yes.
I just need to come out and not be sluggish for the first 10, 15 minutes of the game. That would be fabulous. And give Lamont a new ankle. And score, I don't remember. I think I said 80-76 Kentucky and Amari for MVP.
I don't even remember what I said for my
I think
score.
I said
something like that.
I think I said 82-77 on the official one.
Do you feel
But if Lamont
different?
does not play, I'm going 87-74 Gonzaga. Lamont is like the key to guarding them.
I agree.
And not having him would be a disaster in my opinion.
I think Kentucky could still win without him, but I think somebody has to kind of go off.
Really step up.
They'd have to play great.
Yeah, I think somebody has to kind of go off for that. The key to the game to me is rebounding consistency. Kentucky cannot go through a portion of this game where they're giving up 2 or 3 offensive rebounds because this is a team that will hurt you differently than how Clemson hurt them. Clemson, I think, had 10-second chance points. If we give that to Gonzaga, Gonzaga is going to have
a field
25. Right? They're not that. If you want a recipe for how Kentucky comes out of this game with its tail between its legs, it's give up the offensive rebounds we did in the first half or over the course of a game. So I think that's the consistency that has to do that. And then the final thing is hitting open shots. Kentucky's not hit open shots for 3 games. The good news is they haven't hit shots for open shots in 3 games, so they're due. The bad news is they haven't hit open shots for 3 games, and we're still saying they're due.
Second piece of bad news is Gonzaga is number 3 in the country in 3-point defense, I think. So they give up like 24.9% from 3. Which is not ideal.
But they also don't light the world on fire offensively.
No, but they are number 2 in offensive efficiency. So, as you can tell, Gonzaga very good at basketball.
Well, we're not bad at basketball either.
Oh, no.
Are we top 10 in offensive efficiency?
Offensive efficiency, we are 13 in KenPom. Let's see what the offensive efficiency is. Just in this, we are 10 in offensive efficiency.
All right, so it's 3 versus 10.
Yeah.
It's and the difference is not very big there.
No, it's not. I'm just pointing out that they're good at the football or good at the basketball. Sorry, I'm watching football.
Bro, this is not your day today.
I'm so sleepy.
We got a couple of minutes left. The transfer portal in football opens officially Monday.
Yeah.
Today and tomorrow, I think is going to be silly. You've seen a lot of guys going in the portal. A lot of guys, Kentucky, are starting to get linked with a lot of guys. A lot of really good players out there. I think the fans are going to be a little bit excited about some of the guys that they see Kentucky not only linked with, but they bring in. I've heard some fans say, why would anybody want to come to Kentucky? It's the SEC, and they're going to start. That's why they're going to come to Kentucky because of that reason alone. Also, Kentucky's got plenty of money to throw around. So this is a thing. And I hope the fans are just hit the pause button for 5 seconds and see what happens with the roster before we have doom and gloom for next season yet. Because there's a world where there's a really good football team on paper, at least next season.
And everyone is mad at the don't panic, making fun of it. But there are probably going to be 10 to 15 more guys that transfer out. Don't panic.
They want that.
This is all intentional. They have 5 open scholarships right now. They need 15 or 20. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more people leaving. Do not panic. It's okay.
They want that to happen. Like I think there's only been one surprise in the transfer portal, and that was Keyshawn Silver. I think that was the biggest surprise.
Yeah, I think they wanted to keep Dane, wanted to keep Keyshawn, but the money did not make sense to keep either of them.
No. Right. So I kind of tend to agree with you on that one. So I got Kentucky. Look, if we're healthy, we play well. I got Kentucky 78-74 today. I got Jackson Robinson. I think Jackson Robinson has a very big game. This is the type of game I feel like is built for him. I've seen some people that say Jackson Robinson is going to go nuts. I kind of agree with that. I also see Taco Bell on the screen. That also looks amazing right now.
We may have to make
a Taco Bell run tonight. It might.
The DoorDash app better be getting warm.
We're not throwing in the bullpen. We don't need a DoorDash.
Start throwing in the bullpen.
It's literally 2 seconds away from my house. Like literally, we can drive there and back and order in under 5 minutes.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, this is a problem.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I've never eaten Taco Bell in my life.
What? Hold on. Hold on. Excuse me.
Never had Taco Bell. I've never had Coke. I've never had Dr. Pepper.
Should we stay live? Can we stay live?
So I'm good. So just so everybody knows, on the watch along tonight, Kendall is going to have Taco Bell, Coke, and Dr. Pepper tonight. So just know that things are going to happen tonight. If you guys would like to, because we got to cut the show here for the JMI pregame show. We're doing a live watch along on Twitter. You can find us easy at BleeB Network or at Blee Blue Network on Instagram. And on YouTube, we're going to go live there and do a watch along for the game tonight. We've done that before. We usually have over 1,000 people. It's really fun. Get everybody engaged on that. And we're excited. So I wish we had more news. Wish we had more time. We tried to fit everything in, but I think we did a good job for a 24-minute pregame show. And look, Dr. Pepper just showed up on the table.
I can't.
It's zero.
Kendall's not gonna be with us in the second half because her stomach's gonna be rumbling.
Kendall's gonna be hungover on Dr. Pepper. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
You've been listening to the Bleed Blue Kentucky pregame show on 102.7 The Game. This has been a broadcast service of Cromwell Media. Join us next game day for more Kentucky pregame action. Thanks for joining us.
Special stuff.
All right, we'll see everybody on the live watch along here starting in about an hour from now. About an hour and 15 minutes from now. We'll see everybody on the watch along. Appreciate you for jumping on the